In the first quarter of the 20th century, the staff of the Tretyakov Gallery started collecting paintings and graphics of Uzbekistan's national art school. In that period, Uzbekistan was visited by numerous Russian artists who discovered a second homeland in the country. They became unique personalities and contributed to creation of the Uzbek painting school. The Tretyakov Gallery possesses a varied and impressive collection of works by Uzbekistan's artists who have already become classics. Pavel Binkov and Alexander Volkov, Nikolai Karkhan and Varsham Irimyan, they were universal artists. They could be called Orientalists and post-impressionists as well as avant-gardists. After leaving Russia for Uzbekistan in the early 20th century and visiting Samarkand and Bukhara, their lives were intertwined with our land for many years, and sometimes forever. East, with its ancient ethnic culture. What could be more alluring? They dreamed of that world, of those original and mesmerizing scenes. It was not only the exotic that drew the artists who came here, they were also seeking their own self in art. This is the way they saw medieval monuments, palaces, mosques and shrines. Time had ruined them, but it had failed to destroy their greatness and splendor. I've truly found myself here. This city is so unique that I'm trying to paint everything, vibrant citizens in the heat of midday. These enthusiastic lines are written by Pavel Binkov about Samarkand. The 1920s and 30s were extremely fruitful years for the artist. It is then that he created many of his masterpieces in Uzbekistan. Small and cozy yards, the beauty of Eastern women, whose household routine is traditionally hidden from strangers behind tall clay duvals in Ichkeri. All this is unbelievable for a European person. And in his paintings, Pavel Binkov seems to fuse with the surrounding life. His impressionist works are full of the generous Eastern sun. In the classical meaning of this word, of this notion, impressionism, I would say that Pavel Binkov is one of the greatest artists who worked and searched through all his artistic life in this area. He is the greatest artist of the 20th century. His paintings by Arik and Hivinka Girl have been held in the Tretyakov Gallery's collection for 82 years. The artist created these fundamental works during his travels across the Republic. Bold and decorative landscapes and genre paintings by Nikolai Karkhan skillfully depict vivid Eastern life. His early works were purchased by the Tretyakov Gallery from Uzbek art exhibitions in Moscow, while in the 90s, a series of his works was purchased from his daughter. This period was my teacher, wrote Nadezhda Kashina in her biography. Art experts compare her Hellenic motifs improvisation to Picasso's drawings. It seems that with one line she could reveal the motion of the human body and vivacity of local life at once. Her grandfather and great-grandfather were icon painters in Orthodox churches. She came to Uzbekistan for the first time and decided to stay here forever. According to her will, some of her artworks were donated to the Tretyakov Gallery. The Tretyakov Gallery's collection has 2 pencil drawings by Alexei Yusupov, an outstanding artist who spent most of his life in Italy. He came to Uzbekistan in 1918 to work as a teacher at Turkestan Regional Art School. These sketches were done by the artists in Tashkent and Samarkand. They are highly prized at the Tretyakov Gallery. The art of outstanding cinema artist Vashram Erimyan became a unique phenomenon in the art of Uzbekistan. His sceneries and costumes had a hugely positive impact on the success of famous Uzbek films Nasreddin in Bukhara, Tahir and Zuhra, Adventures of Nasreddin, which are now classics of world cinematography. The Statev Tretyakov Gallery has a self-portrait of the artist from 1926. We acquired this work in 1934 from an exhibition, a famous exhibition of Uzbek artists that was held in Moscow. Back then, the artists of Uzbekistan proved themselves as a very strong and creative force. There are some other works of his. We don't have many of his paintings. His famous bulls that were exhibited several times.